वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। We will continue reading the Subhashitams. We started reading in the last class. Subhashitam. Subhashitam meaning Sushta Bhashitam, good saying. It means good saying. Bhashitam, that which is said. So is good. Sushta Bhashitam, Subhashitam, that which is well said. So some advice, a moral, a value, a quality is what conveyed by the Subhashitam. So after the Shabda Abhyasa, this is a part of Vakya Abhyasa, reading the prose. It has got words, words have got letters. So you need to remember the letters under letters pronunciation and read it properly, slowly. We started with the first Subhashitam. Akaradeva niryanti samastanyaksharaani cha charachara prapanchoyam ishvaradeva jayate. This we saw in the last class. The following Subhashitam also we saw, which is pustakasta tuya vidya parahastagatam dhanam karyakale samutpanne sa vidya natadhanam. These two Subhashitams we have seen, and the next one now. There are many Subhashitams. There is a book called Subhashita Sangraha. So, a collection of Subhashitams. We are not interested in knowing the meaning. We are interested in reading the words properly and reading Subhashitam properly. The meaning part is not required at this stage, but still I am saying the meaning whenever it is required. Now we will continue with this Abhyasa practice. The next is Subhashitam, third one. Akash can read.
Yes, Guruji. Divaseneva tat kuryat yena ratri rau sukham vaset ya vijjivancha tat kuryat yena pritya sukham vaset.
Ratrau. Second line.
Hmm.
Yena ratrau. That is one mistake.
Yena
The third line.
prat
Yavajjivancha. It is not Yavijjivancha. Yavajjivancha.
Yavajivancha. Yes, I see.
There you see the conjunct consonant and see and read properly. Yavajjivancha.
Yavajivancha tat kuryat. Yena
Repeat. Divasenaiva tat kuryat.
divaseneva tat kuryat.
Yena ratrau sukham vaset.
Yena ratro sukham vaset.
Yavajjivancha tat kuryat.
Yavajivancha tat kuryat.
Yena pretya sukham vaset.
Yena pretya sukham vaset.
This is how to be read.
Dhanyavada.
The meaning is simple. Divasa means day, daytime. Ratra is ratri. So divasena eva tat kuryat. So do it in the daytime. What is to be done? So that you can take rest in the night. You can be comfortable in the night. So in the forenoon, if you work hard, the result of that can be enjoyed in the afternoon or in the night. You will be comfortable. Sukumbha said. So daytime you have to work hard. The result of that can be enjoyed in the form of nice rest or comfort in the night. Similarly, while living, do what is to be done. Do what is to be done or do actions by which you gain punyam so that after maranam you will live comfortably, happily. Whichever loka you go there after this life, that afterlife will be sukham, comfortable. That is, earn lot of punya by doing punya karma, dharma karma, so that the dharma palam, the karma palam will make you happy. That is what the meaning is. So it means work hard during the daytime. Work hard, do dharma while living. That is the message. Then the next one, Umaji can read. Subhashitam number 4.
Yes, Guruji. उद्यमेन हि सिद्ध्यन्ति कार्याणि न मनोरथैः न हि सुप्तस्य सिंहस्य प्रविशन्ति मुखे मृगाः.
Good.
Thank you, Guruji.
Very nicely. Last line. Read the last line again.
प्रविशन्ति मुखे मृगाः.
Yes. Mukhe. It is kha prana. It's okay.
Okay.
Very good. Udya. Okay. You can repeat itself. Udyamena hi siddhyanti.
उद्यमेन हि सिद्ध्यन्ति
कार्याणि न मनोरथैः.
कार्याणि न मनोरथैः
न हि सुप्तस्य सिंहस्य
न हि सुप्तस्य सिंहस्य
प्रविशन्ति मुखे मृगाः.
प्रविशन्ति मुखे मृगाः.
So the message of this Subhashitam is do work hard. By prayatna, by effort alone, karyani siddhyanti. The actions are accomplished. Karyani, by Karyani Siddhyanti, the actions are accomplished only by Udyama. Udyama is Parishrama, effort, Prayatna. The message is work hard. Even for learning Sanskritam also, one has to work hard. Then only Karyani, that is the result of the Karya, can be accomplished. Udyamena siddhyanti karyani, na manorathaihi, not by imagination. Manoratha, manaha eva rataha. Mind is compared to the ratha, the chariot. Chariot, what does it do? It goes, the ratha of the mind. Mind goes just imagining something which is not really accomplishable without effort. Therefore, manoratha is imagination, fanciful imagination. So, the results are not accomplished through fanciful imagination. It can be accomplished only through effort, udyama. An example is given. Yatha suptasya singasya, the lion which is sleeping. Mrigaha, the deer. The deers will not itself voluntarily come into the mouth of the sleeping lion. The lion has to work to get his meal. Every meal, effort is involved. It has to work. The lion is not working, it is sleeping. It is suptaha. And deer itself cannot voluntarily choose to come and enter the mouth of the lion as its food. It cannot happen. So that is the upamana is given, the comparison. Karyani siddhyanti parishramena udyamena prayatnena ishvara prarthanaya saha. The next is Subhashitam. This person, Parulji. Slowly read.
विना कार्येण ये मूढ़ाः गच्छन्ति परम दीरम् अवश्यं लघुतां यान्ति कृष्ण पक्षे यथा शशि.
Good. Read, first line, you read again.
विना कार्येण ये मूढ़ाः.
Mudhaha.
मूढ़ाः.
Mu is dirgha. It is mudhaha.
मूढ़ाः.
Read again.
विना कार्येण ये मूढ़ाः
Second line.
गच्छन्ति परमन्दिरम्
Okay.
अवश्यं लघुतां यान्ति कृष्णं पक्षे यथा शशि.
Not Krishna. Krishna Pakshi.
कृष्ण पक्षे.
Sorry. Krishna Pakshe.
कृष्ण पक्षे
Yatha Shashi.
यथा शशि.
Okay. The meaning you understand?
Without doing karya means work, you cannot do anything. Param avashya means lagutam yanti. Krishna pakshe matlab jo 15 days of before this moon.
That's okay.
Shashi moon.
What does the Subhashitam want to say?
Sir, I don't know anything about Shubhashitam because in Gujarati there is no Shubhashitam, no?
That's okay. In every language has got sayings.
Pardon, what you're saying, sir?
Every language there is some saying, a good saying. That's okay. That is there. Need not have in Gujarati. But what do you understand from the Subhashitam? What is the message?
So in the morning you should pray without vina karya, without work. You cannot have good avashya lagutam yanti.
No. Okay.
Then?
Tell the meaning. Listen. I'll tell the meaning. Vina karyena ye mudaha.
Doing without doing any work.
No, it's not like that. Listen. All of you listen, please listen.
Yes.
Vina karyena ye mudaha gachanti paramandiram. Paramandiram is somebody's house, somebody's place. Mandiram is not a temple here. Paramandiram is paragriham, another house. Vina karyena, without any work, for no valid reason. If you go to some other's house, somebody's house, your neighbor's house, repeatedly, what will happen? You will lose your respect. You will lose your respect because you are a frequent visitor. When you are a frequent visitor, you will not have the same respect as you had in the first visit. So don't go to the other's house or other's room frequently. Don't visit. What will happen? Then you become small for them. You become insignificant for them. You will not have the same respect every time. Like what? Krishna Pakshi, the dark fortnight. During the dark fortnight, what happens to the Shashi? Shashi is moon. Shashaha is rabbit. Rabbit is there on the moon. They say no rabbit moon. Rabbit, you can see the rabbit on the moon. It means it is visualized. There's no rabbit in the moon. There, it's the visualization. So that's why it's called the rabbit. The moon with the crater looks like that there's a rabbit. So that's called the Shashaha. The one who has Shasha, the rabbit, is called Shashi. Shashi meaning the moon. So during the Krishna Paksha, the dark fortnight, how the moon slowly decreases, loses its splendor, and becomes small. Lakutam yanti, gains smallness. Similarly, you also, by your frequent visits to others' house, place, for no valid reason, you will become small for them. What is the meaning? Okay. The next person, Akanksha. The next Subhashitam.
अप्रष्टैव भवेन्मूढः ज्ञानं मनसि चिन्तनात् अपूर्णः कुरुते शब्दं न पूर्णः कुरुते घटः.
Yes, good. Very nicely. No mistakes. Understand the meaning?
No, sir.
Here also, Mudaha. Mudaha means, Mudaha, Murka, there is a difference. Anyway, here Mudaha, we can take it as the one who doesn't have knowledge. Aprishtavaiva bhaven. Okay, Aprishtavaiva. You can see that it's a conjunct consonant. Shakara, Takara, Vakara. So 3 letters are there. Aprishtva eva, Aprishtavaiva bhaven mudaha. Jnanam manasi chintanat. Apurnaha kurute shabdam. Na purnaha kurute gataha. So the muda, the one person who doesn't have knowledge, he will not aprishtva, not asking, not clarifying his doubts or questions. Jnanam manasi chintanat. Chintanam is thinking. Thinking only in the mind. Thinking but not asking. He has got doubts, thinking. He has got doubts with regard to the subject matter, whatever it may be, but he will not ask. But he will not ask, therefore, his jnanam will not be complete. His jnanam will not be complete. So, when the jnanam is not complete, what happens? An example is given. Apurnaha kurute shabdam. Apurnaha kurute ghataha. Ghataha means pot. The pot which is not full, it makes shabda. A pot with half water will make sound, whereas a pot filled pot will never make sound. So when the knowledge is complete, the person who is will not have any doubt. You will not have any doubt. You have got clarity, clear knowledge. Whereas the person mudaha who doesn't have that clarity, and he also will not clarify his doubts, he will not attempt to gain the complete knowledge. So therefore his knowledge only will be half knowledge. That is the aim. That is the message. People with half knowledge. Why half knowledge? Because the person will not ask questions. He will not ask questions, he will not clarify his doubts, therefore his knowledge is half knowledge. Like the pot filled with half water makes sound. Similarly, the person with half knowledge only makes sound. Whereas the person who has got complete knowledge, purnaha gataha iva, na shabdam kurute, doesn't make any sound. That is the meaning.
Swamiji, we have a same proverb in Gujarati, adhuro ghado chalkai, means the pot, half pot always come out and make a noise.
Parulji said such subhashitams are not there. You are saying it is there now.
No, this is proverb, same like this.
Proverb or subhashitam, not much difference.
Yeah, not difference at all.
Okay, next person. Deepika ji, I think you have to read, yeah.
Yes, Guruji. Murkhasya panchachihani garvo durvachanam tatha krodhascha dridavadascha parvakeshvanadarah.
Read the last line again.
Parvakeshvanadarah.
And the first line?
Murkhasya panchachihani garvo durvachanam tatha.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Pancha chinnani.
Panchachihani, yeah.
Not chinhani. Pancha chinnani.
Panchachinnani. Okay.
Hakara also becomes nakara. This I told.
Yeah.
Hakara followed by this nakara. Also it is pronounced as nakara.
Right. Right.
Or nakara can be pronounced first even though it comes later. Hakara can be pronounced after that. That is also.
Right.
So murkasya pancha chinnani. Murkasya pancha chinnani. Sarvo durvachanam tatha. Okay. Pancha chinnani. Chinna means symbol or sign.
Right.
Pancha is 5.
Right.
There are 5 signs for a murkha, for a fool. What are they? It is listed here. Number 1, garvaha. The person has got garva. Garva is the haughtiness, the proudness. Proudness is in a negative way. See, one should be proud of oneself. Then, see, proud of being belong to a particular country, proud of Indian, or proud of that is different. That is not proudness. Here it is proud of his own achievements, proud of his own talent. Which really he doesn't have.
Right.
Even if he has, the proudness is not good. So it is a negative quality. Similarly, Durvachanam is words, the vachanam which are not proper, improper words, abusive words, Durvachanam. Then Krodaha. Krodaha is anger. Krodaha is anger. Dridavadascha is a stubbornness. Stubbornness is called Dridavadaha. In a vada, in an argument, he will stick to only to his opinion. Even if it is wrong, he will not accept. It's called stubbornness, Dridavadaha, which implies the next quality also, Paravakyeshu Anadaraha. Adara is respect. Anadara is disrespect. Disrespect for the words of the others. So these are the 5 qualities which are the sign or the symbol of a murkha. A murkha will have either 5 or any 1 or 2 or 3 of this, 4 of this. This is the meaning of this Subhashitam. The next person.
Guruji, can I have a question, please?
Yes.
My question is regarding the first line, the Panchachinani. It can be pronounced as Chinhani or not?
Yes, I said that. That's all okay.
Yeah, it's allowed. Okay. Dhanyavada, Guruji.
But you said Chinnani, that would be better.
Yes, I know. It's more comfortable to pronounce. Thank you.
Yeah. Next person, Krishnaji.
आपत्काले तु संप्राप्ते यन्मित्रं मित्रमेव तत् वृद्धिकाले तु संप्राप्ते दुर्जनो अपि सुहृदः भवेत्.
Read the last line again.
Yes, Guruji. Durjano api suhृदः भवेत्.
Suhrit Bhavet.
Suhृद भवेत्.
Suhrit. 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 Suhrit.
Suhृद भवेत्.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, good.
Apatkale tu samprapte mitrameva tat. Vruddhikale tu samprapte durjanopi suhrit bhavet. Apatkala is the time of adversities. In the time of adversities, when the time is, that is when you are suffering. In times of your adversity, samprapte, the friend, itimitram, the one who is with you at the time when you are suffering. When you are suffering, that is really called a friend. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Itimitram mitram evatat. That person is called a friend who is with you when you have difficult time. That is the meaning, first line. Vriddhikale tu samprapte. In times of prosperity, Vriddhikala, prosperity. In times of prosperity, even the enemy, Durjanaha, not enemy, Durjanaha is the bad people. Even the bad people, or even enemy also, will become friend because they have got axe to grind, because you are prosperous. So thinking that they can gain something from you, they will make friendship with you. So therefore, what is the difference between the real friend and these people? With the time of change of time, Apatkala and Vriddhikala, the friendship for these people changes, whereas the real friend's friendship doesn't change. That is the meaning. The next person, Pratibhaji.
Aputrasya gruham shunyam sanmitra हितस्य च मूर्खस्य च
Mitra. No.
सन्मित्रर sorry
No.
सन्मित्ररहितस्य च.
Yeah.
First I will read. Aputrasya gruham shunyam सन्मित्ररहितस्य च मूर्खस्य च दिशः शून्याः सर्वशून्या दरिद्रता.
Yes.
Now I read it.
Segrham shunyam.
शून्यम्. अपुत्रस्य गृहं शून्यं सन्मित्ररहितस्य च मूर्खस्य च दिशः शून्याः सर्वशून्या दरिद्रता.
Aputrasya griham shunyam. The griha meaning the house. The griha is shunya, empty, without a son, without a putra, without a child, not son. Putra means child, it not be a son. So that house is said to be empty, said to have the vacuum, and the house doesn't have a child. Similarly, san mitra ragitasya cha. Similarly, the person who doesn't have good friend, he is also missing something which is very important. Therefore, shunyam. And for the murka, for the unintelligent fool, for them, all the dishas, all the directions are shunya. All the directions, it means all the directions are shunya or empty for them, means he will not, murka will not get any prosperity, he will not grow. All the shunya, all the directions are shunyaha. So there will not be any sign of prosperity or growth for that person. Sarva shunya daridrata, complete shunyata, a vacuum is there for daridrata. Daridrata means poor. Daridrata for the poor people. For the poor, one who doesn't have money, sarva shunya, everything is shunyam for him in his life. So, the house without a child, a person without a good friend, and a fool, for him, every direction, and for the poor person, everything is shunya. This shunya is vacuum, empty. That is the meaning. The next one, Subbalakshmi.
Dukkam, 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 dukkhamiti bruyat manavo naraham prati daridra daridradadiham dukkam na bhutam na bhavishyati.
Okay, third line, what is that?
Daridrasha the dikam.
Dari, it is.
Daridra sha.
Where is Shah? There is no Shah at all.
Cha. Darid cha.
No, it is not Shah. Listen, it is. Okay, anybody who can say what it is?
Daridrya.
Daridrya.
Yeah, it is Daridya.
Daridhyadadhikam.
It is Dari, that is okay. Then the next letter is,
Yeah.
it's a conjunct consonant. Listen. Dakara plus Lepa plus Ya. Dakara plus repa plus ya, it is
Yeah.
the letters in there. Okay, Dakara is there, the repa symbol is there,
Mm.
then Yakara is there, then A. Daridrya dadhikam.
Dukkam.
Okay, there is no Sha. Where you get the word letter Sha? There is
That the repa symbol seems to me like a cha.
no. Oh, Darid Chadikam. Okay, the repa. Okay, this is the font. The font, it looks like that. So you have to see it as Dakara on the top, then Repa is there, then Yakara is there, and A is there. Okay, 3 letters are there. Like in the word Trembakam, Yajamage, that Trembakam, Dakara, Lepa plus Yakara. Similarly here also. Okay, then, okay, now you read that word.
Daritrayadi yada Darityadadikam Dukam.
Okay, you read read the word again. What is that last three letters?
Daritradadikam
Dadigam. What is Dadigam?
Datikam.
Read again.
Darityadadikam.
Dadikam, not Dadigam and all.
Dadikam.
Dadikam, you have to say Dadikam.
Dadikam Dukkam.
Okay. It is one word, so you cannot stop somewhere and say Dadikam. There is no Dadikam. Daridrya Dadikam. One word.
Darityadadikam Dukkam. Na bhutam na
That's okay.
bhavishyati.
That's okay.
Bhavishyati.
So, Dukkamiti Bruyat Manavo Narakam Prati Daridryadadikam Dukkam Na Bhutam Na Bhavishyati. So, with regard to Naraka, Narakam Prati, Naraka is Naraka Loka, the place which is reachable by doing Papa Karma. People who do Papam, they go to Naraka Loka, where it is said to be people experiencing difficulty, pain. So, with regard to Naraka, what is the view of the Manavada people, person? Dukkam iti. Pain. It is full of pain. It's full of pain. With regard to Naraka. Whereas, second line says, Daridryat adhikam dukkam. There is, dukkam is sorrow, the pain. Adhikam dukkam, there is more dukkam not there than the dukkam of poverty. Daridrat. Daridra means poverty. Daridrat is poverty. There is no dukkam really compared to daridratvam, daridrat. Na bhutam, not in the past, na bhavishyati, nor will be in the future. Neither in the past nor in the future there will be more dukkam than the dukkam one experiences because of poverty. So narakam, it is dukkam. It is dukkam when you go there and experience for a certain period of time for the karma you have done. Whereas this naraka dukkam is experienceable because your karma pala, the dukkam, that everybody knows. And the opposite of Naraka, Swargaloka is there. And even Bhuloka is there where there is a mixture of Sukham and Dukkham. Whereas in every place there is no Dukkham more than this, the Dukkham of poverty, na bhutam na bhavishyati, either in the past nor in the future. It is really a Dukkham not confined to any, not confined to any the time. Time means either in the past there was no Dukkham like the Daridratvam, nor that will be in the future. So he says poverty is painful. That is the meaning. The next one.
Guruji, I had a doubt, please.
Yeah.
So when there is a visarga in between the word, like do and then the two dots, so how do we pronounce that?
Dukkham. You can say Dukkham. The Visarga also takes the sound of Kakara. Dukkham.
Okay, so like double k and
Yes.
k. Okay.
Double Ka.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you asked that doubt. Next one. Sangavidi.
काव्याक्षास्त्रविनोदेन कालो गच्छति धीमताम् व्यसनेन तु मूर्खाणां निद्राया कलसेन वा.
Read the last line again.
निर्दया कलहेन वा. Sorry, Guruji.
Read again.
निर्दया कलहेन वा.
It is Nirdaya.
Nirdaya.
Where is Nir?
Nidraya. Sorry. Nidraya kalahena va.
Read the Subhashtam again.
Kavyashastravinodena kalo gacchati dhimatam vyasanena tu murkhanam nidraya kalahena va.
Good. Yes. This all should be read. In the beginning, you will do mistakes. Second time you read, so mistakes would have reduced. Third
Okay.
time you read, mistakes will still reduce. Fourth time you read, first you have to read mentally what it is. First time when you read that, you said Kavya Shastra. There is no Kavya. This Kavya. You corrected that later. Kavya Shastra Vinodena Kalo Gacchati Dhimatam Vyasanena tu Murkhanam Nidraya. Nakara plus Repa plus Nidraya. Nidraya Kalahenava. Okay. How the time spent by the intelligent people and the unintelligent people is given here. So intelligent people there, they spend their time by Kavya Shastra Vinodena, by their passion for Kavya Shastram. Kavya is Kavya. That is the literary works. Shastram is scripture. So they spend the time by their passion for understanding Shastram, Kavyas, etc. You can bring other things also. Ramayana, Mahabharata, Puranas, even Sanskritam also. Whereas Murkhana, how do they spend the time? Because they don't have that passion. Therefore, they spend their time uselessly by engaging in Nidra. Nidra is sleep. because they don't have the passion, therefore they are overpowered by tamas, therefore they spend their time in sleep and kalaha. Kalaha is quarrel. So they spend their time in sleep and quarrel. Unintelligently, they spend their time. Therefore only they are mudaha. They continue to be unintelligent. Whereas intelligent people, their intelligence increases because of their passion for learning more. And they spend their time reading, committing oneself to reading Shastram, Kavyas, Vyakaranam, etc. That is the meaning. The next person.
Yes, Guruji. Murkopi shopate tavad sabhayam paktrameshtitah tavat tavatcha shobhate murkah yavat kinchinna pashyate.
Again.
Yes, Guruji. Murkopi shopate tavat shabhayam vastrameshtitah tavat cha shobhate murkah yavat kinchinna bhashyate.
Good. Second time when you read comfortably. Third time when you read,
yeah.
Again,
yes, good. I think you build on it. Yes, good.
Yes.
Thank you.
Murkopi shobhate tavat sabhayam vastraveshtitah. Sabha means assembly. Sabhayam. In the assembly, who will be there? Pandits will be there, all learned people. So in the Sabha, the assembly of learned people, Sabhayam, Murkaha api, even though the person is not intelligent, unintelligent, Shobhate, he shines. How can a Murka can shine in the assembly of learned people? Because Vastra Veshtitaha, Vastra is dress, Veshtitaha is covered, is because he has covered himself with nice dress, nice clothes. So the clothes add some value to the person, make the people think he is also a learned, intelligent people. Therefore, Vastra Veshtitaha, being is covered with Vastra, nicely ornamented, decorated with the clothes, even though he is a fool, he shines in the Sabha. Now, how long he will shine? He will shine Murkaha Shobhate Tavat. He will shine only as long as Yabat Kinchinna Bhashate, as long he doesn't say a word, as long he doesn't open his mouth, so long he will shine. Why? When he opens his mouth, people will come to know his unintelligence. So better him not to speak, so that at least you will continue to have the respect among the people as long as he doesn't open his mouth. When he opens his mouth, his unintelligence will be recognized. Then the Vastra Veshtita, all the Vastram which he decorated himself, will become useless. If you want the Vastra, as long as he is Vastra Veshtitaha, nicely adorned with dress, so long doesn't open his mouth, so long he will have respect. So that is the meaning. Okay. And also it can be said, Vastra doesn't add to your intelligence. What add to your intelligence is your knowledge. And the knowledge is revealed only through the words which are spoken words. So you have to open your mouth. So adorn your mouth with adorn your buddhi with knowledge. so that is revealed through your mouth. That is a meaning. That can be taken also. Yes.
Guruji, question. On the first line is, you said tavat, tavat, tat. Is it tat or tavat or tavat?
When you chant, you can say tavat. Same tavat.
Tavat, tavat. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
In the chant, we say tavat. In singing, we say that like that. Tavat. It is tavat. Tavat, we say. In chanting also.
Tavat,
In Vedic chanting also, we do like that. Tavat.
tavat. Okay.
Both are correct.
Okay, Guruji. Thank you. Thank you, Guruji.
If it is there in between, then we don't say that. Like the third line also tavat is there, but you don't see tavat. Takara you don't see. It has become chakara. Tavat cha. There also tavat is there. There we don't say tavat. We say tavat cha shobhate murkaha. Yeah, the fourth line. Yavat kinchinna bhashate. You don't say yavat kinchinna. You can say yavat also. Nothing wrong.
Okay, Guruji.
Then the next one. Kirtiji.
Guruji, I'll just read first and then I'll repeat after you. I'll just read it now.
Yes.
Okay. Sampado mahattameva sampado mahattameva mahatameva chapadah vardet kshiyate chandro na tu taraganah kachit.
Read again.
Sampado mahatameva chapadah vardet kshiye.
Read that word.
Vardhate,
not varde.
Vardhate kshiyate chandro natu taraganah kachit.
Read that. What is the word? Kachit. What is that? Read again.
Natu taraganah kachit.
Where is
kachit?
Okay. It looks like kachit.
No, that ka with
Ka with?
Ka with that ka.
Okay, what are the letters? What are in the conjunct consonant?
That is kakara plus ka.
No, okay. It looks like that. It is kakara plus vakara. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yes. Then kvachit.
If it is kakara plus kakara, then the completion of the stroke of kakara will be there. It is not there.
Oh,
so
okay.
On the top kakara is there. At the bottom, va only is there. You can see va, that stroke stops with the vertical stroke. It doesn't go beyond that vertical stroke. If it goes, then you can say kha. Kakara. So you have to recognize the letter below the kakara as vakara.
Okay.
So the small strokes also makes a big difference, right?
Okay. So how do you say that? Kvachit. You need to. Okay. Kvachit.
Sampado mahatameva.
Sampado mahatameva.
Mahatameva chapadah.
Mahatameva chapadah.
Vardhate kshiyate chandro.
Vardhate kshiyate chandro.
Natutara ganah kvachit.
Natutara ganah kvachit. Natutara ganah kvachit.
So tara ganak kvachit also can be read. That you will see here to teach you that. As it is to read now. Natutara ganah क्वचित्.
न तु तारागण क्वचित्.
Okay. I think I taught you that also. Visarga, how does the sound becomes? Take the sound. Visarga,
Huh.
here, Tara Ganaha. Okay, all of you, listen. Tara Ganaha, then Kvachit, ending with Visarga. The word ending with Visarga. And the word begins, the next following word begins with Kakara. Kakara plus Vakara plus A, right? So beginning with Kakara. Now Visarga is there. Visarga faces, what does it face? Which letter he faces? It faces the letter Kakara. So Visarga also, that Visarga, full Visarga, it will be take the sound of this Tara Ganak Kuchit. Ganak, that is that sound which comes from the root of the tongue. Root of the tongue. It's called Jikhva Muli. Yes, Jikhva Mulya. Jikhva Muli. Muliya is called. So, Visarga, when it is followed by Kakara or Kakara, only these two letters, remember, not every letter. Then the Visarga will take the sound of the sound, okay, if you can say, the sound like clearing the throat. Tara, Ganak, that sound, you say the clearance of throat, that sound is there. That sound is Nato Tara, Ganak, Kuchit, Ganak, Kuchit.
So Guruji, Visarga, which is followed by Kakara and Vakara, only
Not
then
that.
you have to...
No. I'm not saying Kakara, Vakara. Where Vakara came? Visarga faces Kakara. Only Kakara only important.
Okay.
What follows Kakara, it's not important. It can follow any, Kakara can be followed by anything, doesn't matter. If Visarga faces Kakara as the next letter, immediate next letter, then Visarga takes this sound, the sound which comes from the root of the Jikhva, the tongue. Okay. That is, the sound is Tara Ganak Kvachit. In chanting and all, you will see this sound. Or if you have difficulty, you can read Tara Ganaha Kvachit. That is also okay, no problem.
Okay.
Now, Sampado Magatameva cha Apadaha. Sampadaha means prosperity. Apadaha is adversities. So, many Magatam, great adversities are there, great problems are there, great prosperities are there, Sampadaha, and great adversities are also there. So therefore only Chandra, the moon, Vardate Kshiyate. During Shukla Paksha, it Kshiyate. Shukla Paksha, it grows. And Krishna Paksha, it becomes small. Chandraha, slowly, it loses its form. So the loosening of the form of Chandra during Krishna Paksha, it is compared to the apat, the difficulty. Therefore, Chandraha Kshiyate. Chandra Kshiyate is decays, as though the moon decays. It's a comparison. Okay. It's a upamanam. Chandra, the moon, during the dark fortnight, it loses its form. It reduces. A reduction of the glory of the moon is compared to, that is the cause for that, compared to apat, difficulties, adversities. Similarly, during the Shukla Paksha, the moon grows, Vardate, it grows, slowly it gains its splendor. So that is considered to be the prosperity, the time of prosperity. So the growth and the decay, growth in times of prosperity, a decay in times of adversity. It is only for Chandra, for the moon. What about for Tara Ganaha? Tara is stars, Nakshatrani. Ganaha is group. What about for the group of stars? The group of for the stars, there is no sampat, there is no prosperity, there is no difficulty. It remains the same. There is no growth, there is no decay for the stars. There is growth and decay only for the moon. This is the meaning. But what is the message from this? That you can take as you like. What is the message that can be drawn from this? From this example, through the example, the message is conveyed. What is the message which you can infer from this Subhashitam?
That in sorrow and happiness, you should be balanced.
Where is balance is there? There is no balance. There is no the word balance. What about Tara Ganaha? Tara Ganaha doesn't have to balance because it doesn't grow, doesn't decay. So that growth and decay not applicable to Tara Ganaha. It is applicable only to Chandra. So it means so there is no that balance is not talked about here.
Yes, Guruji.
For the knower, there is the light all the time. For me, it means this.
Krishna Paksha is darkness and Shukla Paksha is brightness, light. So prosperity is Shukla Paksha.
Okay. What is the message from this Subhashitam? That's okay. You are saying the fact. Okay. So what do we understand when we say Chandraha Vardate, Chandra grows during Shukla Paksha, Chandraha Kshiyate, decays during Krishna Paksha. That growth and decay not therefore the stars. That's the meaning. But what do we understand from this? Subhashitam has to convey something, right? Some message. What is that message? The meaning of the Subhashitam is one thing. And what we understand from the Subhashitam is another thing. What do we understand from this, I'm asking?
Sukh and Dukh means prosperity, and Sukh and Dukh comes and goes like a moon, rise and become shine down. But we have to be like a star. So we have to be stable.
Okay, that is your interpretation. But Tara Ganaha doesn't grow, doesn't decay. Only when it grows, then decay is possible. It doesn't do anything, therefore doesn't grow.
Yes.
Tara Ganaha doesn't grow, doesn't decay. Both are not there for that. In fact, its presence is seen, is not, it's seen only in the night like a tiny dots. Whereas moon is not like that, it's a big thing. Its growth and its decay is very clearly visible. Or I can say this Chandra, which is available for our sight very clearly. So Chandra works, therefore there is growth and decay. Taragana doesn't matter whether it is there or not. Therefore there is no growth, there is no decay for that. Only when you do effort, when you work, then only you can talk about success or failure. When you don't work, where is success, where is failure? That's the way I look upon. Anyway, you can take. The Upamana is given. The example, it is said, but what is the message we can draw from this? Up to you, up to yourself. So, Chandra grows, Chandra decays. The growth and decay, success and failure. I would say success and failure. Success and failure only for the person who attempts. What about the person who doesn't attempt at all? There is no success, there is no failure. Better to attempt and fail, rather not attempting and being the same. Learning is possible only when you experience success as well as failure. Where is the learning when you don't have any experience of success and failure. You remain the same thing. There is no taste in life, no ruchi. That is how I look upon the message of the Subhashita. Okay. So Taragana will be like this. Taragana will be like this throughout. What's great in that? Whereas Chandra grows and Chandra decays. It survives all the difficulties. Again, it grows. Therefore, which is greater? Chandra is greater. The person who works, again, he grows. After adversity, after problem, after dukkham, he grows. Takes effort to pain to grow. That's how I look upon this Bhajita. Okay. Your choice. You can look upon this the way you like it.
Can it be interpreted like that the stars are shining all the time, while the moon seems to be changing?
So what is that? What's the difference?
So I mean the stars, in my opinion, is like the knowledge of the knower. So which shines all the time. Whereas the moon is just the reflection of the sun, which shines because of the sun, which the light to the moon.
Then why will we need the first line? Sampado mahatam eva chapadaha. Where is the adversity? Where is the prosperity? How do you bring in that meaning of that line?
It should be there as well.
How do you bring that meaning of that line to your interpretation? So that meaning I don't think there. Okay.
Yeah. It's true. It should be there.
That also should be brought in. Then we can say.
Yes,
is there during Sampado Magatam Eva. So great prosperities are there. It means therefore it grows. Great adversities are there, therefore it decays. Whereas Tara Graha na vardate na kshiyate. So you can take that way also. See, anyway you can take, it's your choice. Okay. Here the message is not conveyed directly. Only the example is given. From that you can derive.
Dhanyavada, Guruji.
Okay, the next is Subhashita. Yes, next person. I think we can stop here. One round we did, right? So 14 Subhashitam we will read the next class. Okay. This PowerPoint already you have sent to the group, no? Koshji. I think you have sent, right?
I didn't send this PowerPoint.
Then you sent some document to the group before?
Yes, I sent some, but it wasn't there, I think.
PowerPoint not required. That book what I sent, in that book at the end page, all the Subhashitams are given. If you want to practice before the class, please do it. You remember the book I sent? 2 workbook and 1 book which where the aksharas, aksharas are presented, the pronunciation, vowels, consonants, and combinations, and conjunct consonants. That 1 book which I shared with you to the group. I told you to download also. Remember?
Yes, Guruji.
Yes, Guruji.
At the end of the book, the Subhashitams are there. The same Subhashitam is presented in this slide. So after the 13th Subhashitam, 14th Subhashitam, you just practice. All the Subhashitams you can read. See how you read. And you read fluently. So once you start reading fluently, then we will get into the language. So Subhashitam, about 50 Subhashitams are there. So maybe it may take another 2-3 classes. Then we will get into the language. Okay, the grammar will start. So you have to be ready for it. Okay. So we can stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. It's good everybody read almost properly this class. I think you're doing homework. Further, there's some certain pronunciation have to be straightened out. You need to put a little more effort, it will be all right.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.
Thank you, Guruji.
Get well soon, Guruji.
Thank you.
Hope you'll feel better, Guruji.
Thank you.
Hari Om.
Thank you. ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.